Home.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority wireless transmission.
They're onto you. Get out. Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got Incognita. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Decker, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
I have to admit, like, this cutscene was way better than it needed to be. Very surprised in a positive sense when I saw it for the first time. It really didn't need to be this good. That's basically the thing. The game's strength is in its mechanics and its gameplay, and it's just an indie studio. But holy shit, they have left her there. Who? One. Her?
Muratova
Nika?
is a deadly weapon in human form. One would think that such an aggressive style would be a liability, but she makes it work. Just try not to make any sudden moves in her peripheral vision if you want your arms to remain in their sockets.
I can still rescue her. It's gonna be okay. They just captured her alive. It's all good. It's all good. One.
My
But
name
I
is
think-
Olivia Gladstone. I ran the Pan-Euro InfoSec agency back when sovereign governments was still in fashion. After the war, I founded Invisible Inc., a freelance intelligence agency. We may work for the Corps, but only to serve our own ends. We've been gathering intelligence for years, waiting for the opportunity to bring the whole machine crashing down. Unfortunately, they found us first.
So I think I'm gonna be playing with Central and Monster. They seem really fun, and oh, this game is on sale. That's crazy. It just released. Of course I will explain the mechanics, Galriel, don't worry. I just don't want to overwhelm you with all that when it's not relevant yet. One.
Derek was a promising young recruit in the PEIA when the resource wars broke out in the 50s. He was my chief information officer during the height of the conflict, and his elite hacking skills have pulled more than a few missions out of the dustbin. When the war ended, the price on his head forced him underground. I'd been buying intelligence from Monster for ages before realizing that it was Derek.
Wow. Alright, so speed enhances the movement speed. It basically gives action points and hacking gives more power, which will be explained later. Strength increases the number of items in the inventory, and you can drag bodies faster. And anarchy allows you to steal more from guards. And also mostly those stats will be required for advanced items. Mostly there will just be item requirements for these stats, that's what they're for. Now, monsters got a fabricator multi-threading augment. Like, this is actually built within his body. As an expert hacker and a savvy tech opportunist, Monster has built a unique network of hyper-efficient nano-fabricator coroutines. The purchases within shops will be 15% less, which is not that much, but I guess I'm gonna be buying things with him. And then his weapon is an overclocked neural dart. There's no counting the number of hackers that have fried themselves with an overclocked energy gun. Monster's successful rewiring has never been repeated. Spawns a demon after use, which is a negative, you'll see, negative effect. And recharges every 8 turns, but it is a very highly armor-piercing knockout weapon. But a very long 8-turn cooldown as well, so... It's a kind of a last resort thing, and it may be a little problematic that I will have only one normal proper stunner, and then one high-end armor-piercing ranged one that spawns a demon as well. But the really cool thing is that she has an antiviral proxy augment. The highly confidential work of a demon engineer. Demon is like a computer virus. This subdermal chip reroutes power from other networked subroutines. Rumor has it that Central has the only prototype. I gain 5 hacking power every time a demon gets installed, which actually synergizes with this dart. I'm gonna get a negative demon from this dart, but I will get 5 power from it, which is an interesting synergy. I think they should always work together in that way, otherwise they may be weaker. I think they just synergize between themselves. The other character options I will leave for the future or when you buy the game Calreal. I don't want to be going through like 10 characters right now, I just want to get into it. And besides, I don't want to spoil all the fun for you. There's a lot of content in this game that you can enjoy on your own. You'll definitely buy it because it's super fun and high quality game. Now, in terms of... and then I get 2 hacking programs to begin with. I want one of them to be generating power and I want the other one to be breaking the firewall. Power drip would generate 1 power per turn. Now this will generate 3 power per turn for 4 turns. But every 4 turns I need to pay 5 power to refresh it. Which is basically a net gain almost twice as efficient as the power drip, but I need to remember to refresh it. Faust gives me 2 power per turn, but a 20% chance of a demon installing. Which I may go for. Because again it synergizes with Central. Now demons will be quite sketchy, but I think it just fits with the theme of this team. Which is this very high demon-centric team. Or your first program each turn costs 4 power less to run. That's also interesting. That's also interesting. I could combo that with something really expensive. But I don't have anything really expensive and worthwhile. I guess I will just take the lockpick. Just take my lockpick. Unless I want the... No, I will want the lockpick. I will have a lot of power with this. That's a lot of power. But man, every 5 turns on average I will get a demon. This is gonna be very hardcore. And I'm probably gonna lose, but this seems too fun to pass up. If I lose fast, you'll see others. But I'm going for the negative demons giving me positive power kind of thing. I think I cannot find any more synergies with demons. Okay, and these actually have stats higher than other agents. 3 anarchy and 3 hacking, it's higher than most. Usually agents start with 1 bonus in some skill. Let's do it, it's gonna be quite crazy. It's 2074, and corporations ruled the world with brutal efficiency. They hit you hard, and now you're on the run. You need to strike back, and you'll never win by force. Keep your agents alive with stealth and cunning. Raid the Corp's facilities for tools and support, and prepare your team for the final showdown. The odds are stacked against you. You will fail, repeatedly. But each time you will learn more about your adversaries, and every restart generates a new world of dangers and opportunities. You have a tough job ahead of you, operator. Don't let us down. Cheers, Killrourke! 1. You may need it. 1. 1. New game, dog pups!
Operator, are you there? Good. I was afraid you didn't make it out. Headquarters is gone. Most of our agents have been captured or killed, and our accounts all frozen. I don't know how the corporations found us, but you can bet they won't give up now that they've had a taste of blood. The Jet's stealth rig should keep us hidden if we keep moving, but Incognita can't survive long on backup power. She's got 72 hours, tops. We need to mount a counterattack before then, or we'll be defenseless against their scans. If that happens, we may as well just crash this thing into the ocean. You've never seen the inside of a corporate deprogramming chamber. I won't see the inside of another. Incognita is scanning for targets of opportunity where we can replenish our supplies. Follow her leads and gather what resources you can. I'll run through our contacts and see what favors I can call in. We're going to need all of the advantages we can find in the coming days.
Alright. Escape. 1. So I've got 72 hours, and the time is ticking. That's as much power I have for my system. After that, my pants are just flapping in the wind. So the first hit, I guess, is gonna be
Executives
this.
are notoriously slack when it comes to network security, and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
So the first mission is to grab, to hack the executive terminals for info on future potential targets. I need to just basically get options to strike so that I can strike in the future. This facility holds the location of future targets of value. Each mission type provides key benefits to your agents. Well, we'll be having other locations in the future for now. Might as well just go in and infiltrate, right? I've got 500 credits, but
Executives are notorious.
I'd rather spend it on site. Mouse activation. Let's have constant mouse tracking here.
Successful.
Alright, I'm in.
Bad news, operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to their owner and useless to us. We're going to have to make do with what we can find along the way. We've beamed you through the security grid. You should be somewhere near the target, but you'll need to look for it. Get the list and find a transport pad to escape. But be quick about it. They noticed a disturbance when we ported in, and their alarm level is already rising.
Now the security level on the right side here. Mouse. Will increase every turn. Mouse. Mouse. And every 5 levels. Mouse. I will get some negative effect. Like firewalls getting higher, or a new guard coming into the map. Also, if I get noticed by a security camera or something, it can also increase the security level. Or if I kill a guard who has a hard monitor, it's gonna increase. Click. Okay, and then agents have action points, which are spent on moving. Most actions, like interactions, don't actually take action points. And then I can shoot someone with the dart. I can set up Overwatch, and I can peek behind corners, basically. And I can also choose to sprint, but that will attract attention. Now this console here is gonna give me power that I can use for hacking devices, as you will soon see. I'm gonna hack this console with Monster, because he's got more hacking skill, and hacking skill increases the power gains from such consoles. Click. And I can get to the door, Peter, and then I can peek through to see if there's any dangers. Seems to be fine, so I'm gonna open it. Peter. And then I can peek again. There is a security camera, but it's not active yet. It will be active when alarm level rises, I believe, to 2. Actually, no. The surveillance cameras will increase after 5 turns. This camera will be activating, and then I'll need to hack it or avoid it. Now, Central, now that I know there's nothing in that room, Romeo, I may take the slight risk of running. Click. To this cover. And unless someone was standing right next to the doors, I shouldn't be heard. And running gives me slightly more action points. And then if I want to be super safe, I can, like, set up an ambush with her. And any guard passing by her will automatically get stunned. I get power from hacking consoles. I spend it to hack security devices like the cameras. Enter. There's the guard on the right there. What the f- Oh no, for a while I thought that it's gonna keep increasing like this, but now it's just... Oh. It's just a tutorial message. Of course it increases by 1. Click. Click. I was like, is that some kind of expert difficulty thing? Papa. Oh. Now once I open the door... Papa. I can peek again and I will actually see a little bit. Man, there's so many crossroads. That's gonna be very tough to manage. Home. I already have to split my engines and there's already doors I'm not covering. Click. Papa. Space. Home. Home. Alright, hack the camera. Space. I've got a guard here. But is there anything useful in this room? If there's nothing useful here, then why would I care? Is the question, I guess. Click. Enter. No pods here? Guards can pop up at any time? Of course, yes. That would be so silly if there was like a guard pod activation. Since I'm supposed to be stealthy and not trigger them in the first place. Of course, of course. There's 2 guards here, son of a bitch! Yeah, this expert difficulty thing is not messing around. Haha. Okay, let's screw that room for a while. Click. Papa. Yeah, this is tough. No shit, 2 doors here as well. This complex is gigantic. My god, this game's gonna be tough. On expert difficulty. Click. Mike. Enter. It's just gonna take so much time to find the exit and find the objective. When there's a lot of useless rooms. There you go. There's the objective. Is it actually unguarded? It is unguarded, yes. And here I've got a safe. And a console. Now yes, I would get more power with Monster. Click. But he's too far away, it would be impractical to use him. Space. 2. Tackle that. I've got plenty of power with my demon program. Space. And then grab the money. Click. From the safe. That's a lot of credits, actually. Click. Switch. And then Monster's gonna be looking for the exit here. Click. Papa. There's something behind the laser grid. Now, I don't really need more power right now. But the safe, though. Click. I do like myself my safe. Space. Space. Enter. And how does it go down when combat breaks off? You'll see, you'll see. There's a lot of room to maneuver in combat. There's a lot of ways to save your ass. If you're like you really have to go into a bad position to screw yourself. Click. Click. Alright, just a save there. So I guess the exit would then be when those 2 guards are. I guess the extraction is gonna be the real hard thing here. Space. 2. Space. If I go through this, I will increase the alarm level, I believe. Click. And I don't know where the power switch is, so... Romeo. It does seem, however, that there is just no one here. Click. To hear me when I run, Papa. But is there anything there? No. Click. So next turn I grab the terminal, and I think something will happen when I do. Maybe additional guard will spawn, something like that. Enter. And then I'll need to somehow get out of here. But let's earn as much money as we can. Before that happens. So from what I can see, this team that I'm running here with Monster and Romeo and Central, click, will be really good at hacking. Click. Lots of power generation. Oh, this is the power thing. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I don't care about that now that I've already circumvented the lasers. It is a randomly generated map, so sometimes the designs are quite silly. And it does keep up the variety through that. I've never actually remembered a map that seems similar to what I've seen previously. It's a very random generation, where you truly don't know what's around the corner. Click. Switch. It seems like way more than, for example, Ascendant had, which basically the random generation was just different building blocks put together, like different rooms put in a different order. No, this is like the rooms are actually generated, click, randomly themselves from what it seems. Grab the site list.
Good job.
Click.
You got the site list. They noticed you poking about and have changed up their patrols. Be careful on your way out.
So the guards will be moving in different ways. Also, the security level is 1. So this camera is rebooting. I will need to pass through that room. So I'm grabbing it. Also this one, so I can see the guards better. Enter. Alright, there's only one way to go left. I will want to stun all of these guards. Oh, they will actually be moving in different directions. They will be coming to me now. Which will give me an opportunity to stun them. Romeo. Click. 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 Okay, so I want a gun overwatch. But from here. I don't want to shoot him too early. Only if he crosses the line so far. Enter. Other than that, I'd rather he just went... There you go. And I get a +2 power to cost of programs. For Fortnite. So those are demons. Making hacking more difficult. Sometimes lowering my action points, or... There's a lot of different negative effects. And I think it's just like in the... Darkest Dungeon, there's a very small chance of a positive demon. Oh, CT Grey! Yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no shit, I'm not messing around here. Now, as you can see from the movement, there are 2 zones. One is noticed, which means he kind of sees something on a corner of his eye, and he's going to investigate that place in his next turn. And then there's a red zone, like here, where he will actively be aggressive against me the moment I step in there. Click.
What was that?
So see, when I go into the notice zone, he's going to investigate that next turn. If I go into the watched zone, click, he's like, alarm! And he's overwatching me. Now, when he's overwatching me, I'm explaining combat right now. When he's overwatching me, any action that... Almost all actions will get me shot. And obviously I go down after 1 shot. But when I'm right next to him, I can KO him and it will work. A takedown will work. Or dodging into cover. If I'm moving only 1 square to cover, which in this case I can't do, but sometimes I'm standing right next to cover, or there's the door next to me that I can close instantly. When I can slip quickly into cover, then I'm still gonna be safe without getting shot. And if I press enter, he's just gonna shoot me at the end of my turn. And it's gonna be bad times. So I'm just gonna take him down. And then they're both down, but for a very short time. Central will steal the chips because she's gonna have a bonus to how much she steals with her anarchy skill. Get a security card that opens the red doors. What is it you do on the blue grid? That's for hacking. Switch. That's for hacking. What I grabbed was the main objective there. From the console. Click. Now these guards are counting down and they will wake up soon. But when I'm pinning them down like this with my guys, they are not waking up. So if there's only 2 guards, and I keep them pinned through dragging them with me, click, click, then I can pretty much take my sweet time, right? And just delay their waking up time indefinitely. And the only problem with that is the increasing alarm level. And yeah, I get random demons because of my program. Plus 2 power to cost for... Oh, wow. My lockpick program will be very expensive now. 6 power for breaking 1 firewall. It's ridiculous. She's not singing. That's I believe, a ZZZ kind of tooltip. Why would she be singing? She's holding his body and dragging. Actually, I don't have enough strength to take him anywhere. This would be impractical. It would take too long to get anywhere. Click. And then I would just... Romeo. Actually, I should run. Click. There's no point in hacking that console because I've got max 20 power. Maybe in the future I will want to hack it, who knows. Enter. But right now it wouldn't give me anything. Yeah, now not only my programs are more expensive for hacking because of those demons, but the firewalls are also higher. And the monster's gun is actually stunning for a very short period of time. So it's gonna be tough for me to keep those guards down for a while. I'll need to find a paralyzer item. A paralyzer injector that lengthens the KO time. Now he's gonna be investigating there. So I guess I'm gonna be in the clear for a while. Let's not run yet in case I miscalculate this. I think he wouldn't hear me, but... Click. There might be a guard behind these doors to hear me. Papa. And I don't want to hit any contact with the guards just yet. Click. Enter. Because my weapons are on cooldown. I cannot attack every single turn. Every weapon has its cooldown. Monster's gun has a very long cooldown. Central stunner is already prepared. So since Monster is closer, she will borrow... she will lend him the disruptor. Wait, what? There's no path here. Oh, son of a bitch. I guess plan B, Romeo. Click. I'm just gonna run so that he hears me. Click. And then he's gonna come investigate. Mike. And he's gonna get his ass ambushed. Home. Click. Click. Close the door, Central. Be polite. Click.
What the?
Click. Enter. Alright, come at me, guard. Come at me. Yeah, leaving the doors open is not the best. It's not the best idea. Usually, it's a better play to close them. Click. 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 Especially since it costs no action points to actually close them. Alright, 2 turns cooldown before I can attack again. Click. I have that pass card that I stole from a guard, so I can open this red door. Space. And then I can afford the expensive hack here. Click. Click. Papa. I don't believe Anarchy would give me a higher amount stolen from the safes, right? That demon is really making me pay for it, holy shit. Click. Papa. Can't even afford hacking this safe. Or the fabricator, the shop. I think I'll need to pin down this guard next turn. Click. And then take it a little slower with Monster in the front lines, hacking all these things once the demon runs out. I need to wait until the demon runs out before I hack anything. Click. And I think Central will need to pin this guard for a while. Well, they're already up, Arachnator, those guards I knocked out earlier. That's what's about them. Click. Is that they have woken up. Hopefully they will not come here. They're already looking for me. As you can see over there, this guy is already in the hunting mode. Now, because my hacking will be twice cheaper next turn. Click. Let's see what's here now and then go to that room next turn. Papa. Security camera and a console. Well, I guess I'll have to grab that console later. Because I cannot afford hacking the security cam. Click. Papa. They don't raise alarm just by waking up now. Ah, damn, a random demon siphons credits from me. Son of a bitch, that's gonna be a terrible thing. Losing credits randomly. Oh, man. Space. No fun. Alright, so what I think needs to happen... I've got 13 power. I need what? I need 6... 10, 14. Okay, I can afford it with a less efficient route, I guess. 2. Home. I believe I got 5 power from that demon showing up because of the antiviral augments of Central. Wait, do I actually... Click. Earn more from safes? I gotta check. With Anarchy. No, I don't. It's the same amount. Click. Click. If it was an uneven amount, like 136 or something, Romeo, I would then be inclined to believe that the sum was increased by the Anarchy skill. Click. Alright, Monster is gonna go shopping. Is that a door? No, that's not a door. It's just a... just a wall. Mouse deactivation. And what do we have here? Skeletal Suspension is an augment that allows me to drag bodies faster. I don't really usually care for that. There are way better augments than that, and there are limited augment slots. A Riot Dart is a weaker version of the overclocked thing that Monster has, so screw that. A Charge Pack will allow me a single time recharge of Monster's shot, for example. And shit, since his cooldown is so high, I might need that. And then I've got a bunch of stims that will give me 6 AP, but I'll need speed level 3. Now, speed is something that I usually always upgrade on agents because it's just good overall. But that's a pretty expensive stim. I may want to invest in something else. And a med gel revives, a one-time use revives an agent that is dying from a gunshot wound. Is there a way to go around cameras other than just bypassing them or hugging them? Or opening safes and such? There are EMP devices that will disable it momentarily. And there are smoke grenades that deploy cover. Mostly you hack them. How did you get to play Monster in Central? I won on the normal difficulty, I believe. I believe that's what it triggered it. Those are the last 2 classified agents that you need to win on normal, I think, to unlock. So that's why I was really excited to try them, because they are so new. Do I go for this stim? It'll be useless to me unless I also invest 1,000 in my stats. Which means, no, I'm gonna buy something better later. But the charge pack could save my life in a bad situation where I have to recharge my weapon or die. Click. Mouse activation. Boom. Click. Wait, what? Oh shit! Oh shit, no! I thought she was dragging the guard with her! Oh, I forgot. Oh man, a memory lapse. Alright. I guess I can stun him again right after he wakes up. My weapon is already up. But that was not optimal. If there is another guard in there, that I'll have to face, my weapon will not be available. There we go, another security personnel coming in through the elevator. Hey, so nice of you to wake up, Romeo. Just in time for me to fuck you up again. Click. Click. Click.
Hey, investigating.
Too late, fool! Too late. Go to sleep. Scroll down. Space. 2. And then I can just barely afford that. Space. Click. Wreck the consoles with Monster. Click. Click. Run. Click. Click. Close these doors just in case, but this is the only way left to go. This is why I really like splitting up my agents, and this is why I think you should split up your agents rather than going with both in the same directions. You need to explore as much ground as possible, so that by the time it gets really hot, you get only one passageway that's still unexplored, and then you can focus your strength when it gets the hardest. But in the early game, you should really split up your agents to explore as many passageways as possible. Click. Click. Papa. If the cameras see me, they increase the alarm level and they notify a nearby guard, click, to investigate that place. Romeo. If I ran, I actually could have gotten out this turn, but it doesn't matter. Click. I'm done, there's nothing more here. The first mission is a success. I got out safe. Every other mission will be more difficult than this. All firewalls raised by Demon. If that happens in the early game, it's gonna be such a pain in the ass. Every device still unhacked and increased. Oh man, I'm really gonna get fucked by my demons. Click. At some point, there's gonna be this one fucking mission. Click. Where I'm just gonna get a couple of demons in a row that makes things unplayable. Enter. Oh, I didn't click the button. Didn't push the elevator button. Switch. Space. I got another demon too. Alright.
That executive had a very interesting list of contacts. I'm sure they won't miss it.
Yes, this is the first mission ad librium. Expert difficulty. Yeah, this is the first mission in the expert difficulty, no shit. I hacked every single save there was, ignored the power supply on one camera because it was irrelevant, and 4 guards. Yeah, every other mission will be way harder. Thanks for the follow, nice to have you around. This is really fun times. Alright, and then I got 1,000 credits left after that infiltration. And I'm really curious what my missions are.
Re-established contact with Monster. His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source. In the meantime, he's offered to sell us some of his more rarefied stock.
Greetings. I don't often perform transactions face to face, but Gladstone is an old friend. I'll contact you when anything becomes available.
Thank you, Monster. If we find their central server, we may be able to bring them down, or at least distract them long enough that they lose our trail. Continue scavenging operations, and I'll keep you posted as more intel develops.
If you're new to the stream, by the way, I am playing with eye tracking and voice commands, because I have a hand injury. The cursor is acting as weird as it is, because I'm basically looking with my eyes on portions of the screen, and that's all that moves it. My hands are right here as it moves. And then I have voice commands to trigger the clicks. Now, the executive terminals would give me even more targets, but I think I will just take the targets that are here. Cyber Lab, Server Farm, Vestibule. I really wish I had a mission that would allow me to unlock a third agent. The earlier you get those, the better, but... Server Farm will allow me to purchase programs for my hacking software, which is a very useful thing. And then I'm gonna grab the Cyber Lab to install some augments, and then in the Vestibule I'll be able to do some... It's basically like an ultra shop with a lot of items, and I'll be able to buy myself a normal melee stunner for Monster, which is something I quite need as well. So let's just do that, ignore the terminals. I really wish I had a holding facility to free an agent, but... Oh, Vetter, confirmed comeback.
Are used to develop new network security technologies. We may find code that we can use to improve our infiltration routines.
Now those infiltration routine codes will cost me money. So I'm not upgrading my agents using my money. I just have to go here. When a 72-hour passes, then I am facing the final mission Arachnator, and God help me if I'm not prepared. Enter. Because it's not an easy mission. There's an endless mode that I'll be trying as well, yes. Alright, 5-minute break. As usual. A really short one though. Mouse deactivation. I do need to rest just for a little bit to handle more intensity. I'll see you real soon, guys. A lot of fun.